And good morning, fans. Back here at Choccolocco Park, Oxford, Alabama, for the resumption of Sunday's play here on Monday, the 2017 DYB AAA World Series. Here on JockJive.com, Jason Thompson bringing you the action here on what is known as softball field number 2. As Virginia, when the rains came yesterday, had 2 runners on. Cam Ligon had singled. Then Josh Simon struck out, and then M.J. Holman drew a walk. So you have 2 runners on here with 1 out in the top of the 4th, with Virginia already leading 5-3. Virginia played at a pair in the first and added 3 more in the second. Louisiana answered with 3 in the bottom of the 3rd before the rains came. Again, this is an elimination game. Then we'll have a couple of winter bracket games to follow. Georgia and Tennessee will play first, followed by North Carolina and Florida. So we'll have 1 elimination game here on Field 2 and then 2 elimination games over on Field 1. So we'll be down to 9 when we leave here today. What I am been told is that the games originally scheduled for tonight have been pushed back to tomorrow. And I believe it's the same starting times, 5:45 and 8. We have yet to hear, so that's all the more reason to like us on Facebook, JockJive Sports. You can look and be updated on all the delays. So the plan, eventually we will have to play a double header of sorts. We're like with an AM session and a PM session. We think that's going to be on Wednesday, but everything is going to be fluid from here on out, folks. So, of course, a lot of that depends on Mother Nature cooperating. Prospects that we're going to get rain later today. You can see it's kind of gray out right now, but the sky is holding. And we've been told that the Majors division may not start back up until 2. Again, we have 6 fields to get ready. That is not easy to do very quickly, so shout out to the folks here in Oxford for getting these fields ready to go. Again, the reminder you see on the screen, the number if you want to text those shout outs to, it's 850-380-7267. Again, 850-380-7267. Just a reminder that Louisiana, as you can see, is wearing their traditional purple. Looks like the yellow lettering with the white numbers and letters on the back. Virginia wearing the blue tops with the red lettering with the white trim, the white pants. It is Jake Marisi pitching for Team Louisiana. He came in for Carter Gerard, who threw 41 yesterday. So he is not eligible to pitch till tomorrow, should Louisiana make it. And everybody should be fine for Team Virginia. The only positive thing about having these delays, like we had yesterday, it allows pitchers who may have pitched more than 40 to become eligible. Again, just a reminder of those pitching rules. A pitcher can pitch up to 40 and still pitch the following day. The pitcher goes 41 to 65. It's a 36-hour rest. 66 to 75 is 48 hours, with 75 being the max that a AAA pitcher can pitch. Okay, we had a little maintenance to do down there in right field, but it was quickly done, and we're going to get back to action here. Again, your batter is going to be Austin Morgan, number 13. Cam Ligon, your runner at second, and M.J. Holman at first, as Virginia looking to add to a 5-3 lead. So our first pitch, 11:48, is swung on and missed for strike 1. So I guess if you want to be technical, it's about a 19-hour delay. But anyway, the pitch upstairs, 1-1. The wind is really whipping those state flags around. Looks like left to right. The pitch hitting the outside corner. Strike 2. Again, a reminder of our umpires. Davin Lovelace is behind the plate. Damian Hopkins at first. Steve Martis at second. Charles McNamara at third. And they're still wearing their pink shirts. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. 2 down here in the 4th for Jack Jones, who reached on a catcher interference his first time. So that is, I don't believe that is technically an official at bat. The pitch. Checks his swing, but it hits the outside corner for strike 1. As Maurice bluffs the throw. Again, this is an elimination game. Again, it is Metairie, Girard, Louisiana. Prince Edward, Farmville, Virginia. Your participants popped up. Catcher has it, drops it. He drops it in fair territory, so everybody's going to be safe. Great effort there as Heap went diving into fair territory, but just overran it. Not sure if he's injured or he's just frustrated. I think he may have injured the left wrist as he went diving for the ball. I guess that was his plant hand as he went diving with the right, but hopefully he's going to be okay. So the bunt single loads him up here for Team Virginia as we go back to the top with Sawyer Furlong. Pitch swung on, ground ball. Nice play by the second baseman. Quick throw over to first in time. He's fired up over there. Brant Fry on the one-hopper. It was hit right on the screws, but right to Fry as Team Virginia will leave them loaded here in the top of the 4th. So we will go to the bottom of the 4th. We'll go ahead and keep it here just to remind you how Louisiana did all their scoring. Again, they did it all in the 4th inning. I'm sorry, the bottom of the 3rd. Colin Tusa with a 1-out walk. And then after a strikeout to Fry with 2 outs, walks to Spadoni, Maurice, DeLotte, and then a single by Brett Moriana, but then DeLotte was thrown out trying to score on what would have been a 2-run single. So Tusa, Spadoni, and Maurice all scored. Texada says, good luck, Team Louisiana, from your fans at home. So again, they made a pitching change as Team Virginia. Noah Bamer back on the mound. He pitched on Saturday, but he's eligible to pitch today because of that 36-hour rule. So it looks like number 19, Josh Simon, is now in at first. So we believe now we have a new third baseman, actually, because Simon went from third over to first, and it looks like Austin Morgan back at his original starting spot. So it looks like Morgan at third, Landis at short, Holman at second, Simon at first, with, I believe, Watkins, Jones, and Lunn in the outfield. And Cam Ligon, I believe, will be behind the plate. So again, it'll be batters 5, 6, and 7 for Team Louisiana. Berg, Girard, and Heap. Shout out starting to float in. Says, way to go, Brant Fry. Keep it up, L.A. Love Riri and Pawpaw. Hold'em, Virginia. The next one reads, and the next one says, yay, go Evan Berg on Louisiana. We love you. And it was in all caps. So again, this is an elimination game. So the team that ends up on the losing end will go retrieve their state flag from the outfield, as well as a bunch of parting gifts. Of course, a participation certificate that they can frame when they get home, and I'm sure there's a bunch of other things. They definitely sink all the monies they bring in back into the kids. Surely makes for nice show and tell. Of course, I don't know if 4th, 5th graders have show and tell, but anyway. A lot of memories for them and the parents as we go to the bottom of the 4th as Evan Berge reached on a fielder's choice, which ended the first inning, which was yesterday. First pitch in there for a strike. Says, hi, Jack Jones and Team Virginia. Connor Mann and the Smiths are cheering you on. Says, let's go Spencer and Vikings from Lori and Gracie. That's hit into left field, a base hit for number 9, Evan Berg. So Team Louisiana with the leadoff hit. Second time today, or second time in this game that the leadoff batter's been on. Carter Girard grounded out to second his first time up, spelled Giroir. The pitch, up and away. In the other game going on right now is Texas and Mississippi. Mike Rideout over on field one bringing you that elimination game. The 1-0 is a strike call. Again, we have to take my time making every pitch call. Unfortunately, the windows here don't open, so we don't have a crowd mic, so we're just watching the home plate umpire. The 1-1 pitch, ground ball to the right side. Second baseman has it. He'll fire to short, covering for 1 out. So that'll go 4-6 on the fielder's choice. Holman to Landis. Girard takes first on the play, and that brings up Cole Heap.
Number 40, Cole Heap.
Heap singled his first time up and then was forced out on a fielder's choice. Shout-out's continuing to roll in. Says Jack Jones, good luck from the Vices at Reed's Mill. And that's going to be an infield hit with runners now at first and second. There's Tyler Ufnak coming to the plate. Says, yay, go Evan, you rock. Love you from Jaden. Ufnak is O-U-F-N-A-C. Would have been one of many names on Team Louisiana to be butchering if it wasn't for Derek DeLotte helping us out with that yesterday. Unfortunately, I'm sure folks in Louisiana are used to that. He squares around a bunt. He pulls it back. It will be low for ball one. The winner of this one will get the winner of the game that's also going on with Texas and Mississippi. The 1-0 pulls the bunt back. It's going to be inside for ball two. In Louisiana with 3 in the third, but has the tying runs on here in the bottom of the fourth. Looking to stay alive in this elimination game. The 2-0 misses inside. It's now 3-0. So Noah Bamer in a bit of a jam here. Here in this bottom of the fourth. His 3-0 pitch is low and inside. He walks him on 4 pitches, and the bases are now loaded. As Heap will take second, and Girard third for Spencer Mizuraka, who reached on a fielder's choice his last time up.
Number 16, Spencer Mizuraka.
Let's go, Spencer. Drive these boys home. Text coming from UNC. The pitch from the lefty hits the outside corner for a strike. Again, Tennessee and Georgia coming up next in winner's bracket action, followed later by Florida and North Carolina. The 0-1. Ground ball to the second baseman. He has it. He'll flip to short for 1. He'll fire to first. Not in time. Do get an RBI, though, on the fielder's choice. Mizuraka driving in Girard. So we'll have runners at the corners with 2 out.
Now batting number 1, Peyton Spadoni.
Number 3.
As Peyton Spadoni. I believe we have a courtesy runner. It looks like number 3 is Cole Moroney. So Moroney in to run for Mizuraka. Again, that's that rule we were telling you about. All 12 batters bat the first time, and then it's just 1 through 9 from there on out. And then a coach, if they want, can reinsert 10, 11, and 12 at any point. Moroney was the number 10 batter. The pitch inside almost hit him, and it's ball 1. Moroney now representing the potential go-ahead run for Louisiana. The tying run is at third, and Cole Heap. 5-4 our score here in this elimination game. The 1-0 pitch is low. They'll throw down to second, but the runner's going to come in to score. And he's fired up. They are tied up. Not sure why they threw it down. You would think that it would be some sort of ding play to get the guy at third leaning the wrong way. But it'll be a stolen base and a run scored for Cole Heap. It's now 5-5. It's now 2 balls and a strike. The pitch from Bamer. Inside, he leaps out of the way. It's going to be 3-1. Wind still picking up from left to right in those flags down the right side. The 3-1, low and away for ball 4. So another base on balls. And Spadoni walks for the 3rd time as Jake Marisi to the plate. Marisi is 1 for 1. He has a single in the first, walked and scored in the third. Base hit could give the boys from Metairie the lead. The pitch missing upstairs for ball 1. Some shout-outs to get to. It says, good luck, Team Louisiana. Keep grinding, boys. That's from Owen and Peyton. The 1-0 pitch is a ball as the hat comes flying off of Bamer. It says, good luck, Spencer, from Sam. Pardon me. Bamer's 2-0. Squares around a bunt, pulls back. It is low. Runner thought about going to third. He was about a third of the way there, and he'll head back. It's now 3-0. It says, let's go, Louisiana, boys. Show them how we do it down south. 3-0. Squares around a bump, pulls back. It's inside, ball 4, and the bases are now loaded. That is the 3rd walk of the inning. Spadoni will take 2nd and Mizuraka 3rd, and time is called. And it looks like manager Jerry Morgan's making his way out. Tells everybody to stay put. This is probably just a pep talk. I'm assuming the words throw some strikes will be uttered. Said a ground ball to somewhere would work too, as long as it goes to one of your teammates. Again, once your copy of a DVD of any game we broadcast during this year's DYB AAA World Series, you can simply email info@jockjive.com and we'll get the process started. DVDs are only $10 a game, plus shipping and handling. Again, it is info@jockjive.com. Again, the left-handed hitting Derek DeLotte to the plate. He lined out to 2nd in the first and then walked in the 3rd and then was forced out trying to score back in that 3rd inning. Low and away, and the hat goes flying again. Notice it looks like it's a one-size-fit-all. Apparently, it's not fitting. The 1-0 stays on his head at that time. Now it's a strike. The 1-1 headed home. It is a strike called. It is now 1-2. Let's have fun, Spencer Mizuraka and Team Louisiana from Na and Tutu. Noah Bamer's 1-2 pitch is headed home. It is low. Not deep enough for anybody to advance. Again, your runner. Spencer Mizuraka is at 3rd. Peyton Spadoni at 2nd and Jake Marisi at 1st. For Team Louisiana, they're looking to take the lead. It's 5-5 here in the 4th. The 2-2 swung on. Hit to right field. That ball is going to drop for a base hit. One is going to score. Runner headed around 3rd. He's going to score. So a 2-run blooper by Derek DeLotte has the boys in purple up 7-5. And they're loving it down there to our right. Marisi goes 1st to 3rd on the play with Spadoni scoring along with, actually it's not Mizuraka, it's Maroney. Maroney, the pinch runner, scoring the run. And Louisiana now leading 7-5. Notice when that ball, it didn't bounce much when it hit that grass because of the rain. It just kind of just plopped right there about 5 feet into shallow right. The pitch up and away for ball 1. Keep up the scoring, LA, the text reads. The pitch missing upstairs for a ball. Runner will head to second, and they're just going to give it to him. A little fielder indifference. In Louisiana with 4 here in the fourth. They scored 3 in the third. They now lead 7-5. The 2-0 pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Base hit could plate 2 more here for Louisiana. The 2-1 pitch is swung on. Ground ball. The shortstop has it. Up, across, in time for the out. That'll go 6-3. Team Louisiana does bat around in the inning, plating 4 runs. We will head to the top of the 5th. Virginia looking to battle back. They trail 7-5 here in this elimination game, the 2017 DYB AAA World Series. Excuse me, which you are watching here on JockJive.com.
Just about all white Jones County. Gross. Yeah. Diving catch. There is a shot towards deep short. Crab's got it long. Throw and he got it.
Back here in Oxford, Alabama, where Team Virginia will send up batters 2, 3, and 4 here in the top of the 5th. Bamer, Landis, and Watkins as they look to rally as they now trail 7-5. Back to the old shout-out line. Let's go, L.A. Spencer, go Spencer and Carter. Nanny's watching on her lunch. In Louisiana with 3 in the third, 4 in the fourth, have taken the 7-5 lead. Again, the winner of this one will get the winner of the Texas-Mississippi game. Unfortunately, the loser will head home. Of course, Louisiana's hoping to stay in the hotel another night. I mean, reasonable driving distance for them back home. I would imagine Team Virginia is going to stay regardless. That's a little bit longer drive for them. But fortunately, next year, should they qualify for World Series and the majors or the ozone, it'll be in Lumberton, North Carolina, so that won't be as far a drive. Can't say the same for yours truly. It's going to be about 11 hours from Pensacola, if not more. And I think we're going to have changes for Louisiana. 6. I believe they say Mizoraka. Number 16, Mizoraka, now behind the plate for Heap. Apparently the phones don't work, so we have to do the old-fashioned hand signals. So let's go Spencer, Love, Ms. Andrea. Which one says go Virginia from Washington. Not sure if that's D.C. or state. Left-handed hitting Noah Bamer is 0 for 1. He walked and scored and went 4-3. The text reads, "Who dat?" I think that's our first Who dat reference. Surprised it took that long. Bamer spelled B-O-E-H-M-E-R. He walked and scored in the first, grounded out to second in the third, and takes strike 1 to lead off the 5th. The pitch, swing and a miss. Washington State, that last texter read. So it's still mid-morning over there in the Pacific Northwest. That is strike 3 called as Bamer's down on strikes for 1 out. He is now over 2 with the walk as Harold Landis 1-for-1 with a triple back in the third, and he walked and scored in the first. Says, "We dat Team LA" from JPC. Guessing JP may be Jefferson Parish something. As Harold Landis calls time, now he steps back in. The pitch swung on, fouled back.
I did have tendencies, but I gave it back to them yesterday when they left.
So the starting times are going to be TBD from here on out. I'm assuming the sooner the better. They're going to try to turn these fields over. I'm assuming they'll re-drag the fields and get them back out there, start doing infield warm-ups, and we'll get right back to action as we're trying to beat Mother Nature today. The 1-1 pitch is outside for ball 2. In Virginia with 2 in the first, 3 in the second. That one is a strike called. It's now 2-2. Then Louisiana with 3 in the third, 4 in the fourth. So by that equation, this is Virginia's time to score. The 2-2. Swung on, fouled right off the pole. Again, 7-5, Team Louisiana leading Virginia here. Again, this is an elimination game, so somebody's tournament will be done here in about 30 minutes. The pitch missing outside as Marisi was trying to get some body English to get the call. It didn't work. It's now 3-2. Marisi was the starting third baseman. He is now on the mound. I believe it's his third inning of work. The payoff pitch is going to miss outside for ball 4. So Landis aboard for the third time today as Clavante Watkins heads to the plate.
Now batting number 4, Clavante Watkins.
Watkins hit a RBI double in the first inning and struck out looking. So he's officially 1 for 2. He is the tying run. I do not think between both of our AAA fields we have seen a home run yet. The pitch. Missing outside. Just looking at Watkins, he looked like he'd be capable of one if somebody grooves one. Then your runner at first is Harold Landis. The pitch swung on, ground ball to right side. First baseman has it, race to the bag. He'll win it easy. 3 unassisted. That is Ufnock. On the force out as Landis will take second. 2 down now. Another who dat shout out as Cam Ligon with a walk and a single. Cam looks like he could get a hold of one if he got the right pitch. Wind, again, as we were showing, blowing straight from left to right. You see all the flags whipping out there in the breeze. Pitch to Ligon. Big swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Just have fun. Good luck, Spencer. We love you from Mom and Dad. The 504 area code weighing in there. That is a swing and a miss by Ligon. Now he's down 0-2. Speaking of Virginia, we want to give a shout out to Mason Day. I'm guessing he's at the other complex. We haven't seen him here. It's the state director in Virginia, always watching downstairs. Got it. The pitch swung on, fouled out of play. Haven't been in his part of the world, I think, since 2011. Madison Heights, Virginia hosted the Ozone, I believe, way back in 2011. The first year I got to help out with JockJive. It says, have fun, Spencer. Ms. Number 16, Love Copper. The 0-2 pitch. That one's going to miss outside. It's 1-2. We were also in South Fork, Virginia for some Dixie softball that year. Fortunately for them, they won't have as far a drive next year for Lumberton, North Carolina for the World Series. The 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss for strike 3. So Marisi works around the one-out walk with a pair of strikeouts, including one to end the inning. So Team Virginia leaves a runner on for the 4th inning in a row. They've left 6 on so far. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Louisiana looking for a little bit of insurance. After 4.5, they lead 7-5 here in this elimination game of the 2017 DYB AAA World Series, which you're watching here on JockJive.com.
Battle Wine Jones County. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Klinsky. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Back here at Oxford here in the bottom of the 5th, where Team Louisiana will be sending up batters 5, 6, 7 in Berg, Gerard, and Heap. Team Louisiana batted around that last inning, plating 4 runs. It says, Nanny and Uncle Ryan love you, Spencer Mizuraka. As Bamer back out for his 2nd inning of work for Team Virginia. Again, our participants this year in the AAA division: Stanley, North Carolina; Hueytown, Alabama; of course the host, Oxford; Spring Hill, Florida; of course Metairie, Girard, Louisiana; and Hartsville, South Carolina; Prince Edward, Farmville, Virginia; Texarkana, Arkansas; Bullard, Texas; Loretto, Tennessee; Greene County, Mississippi; and Swainsboro, Georgia. Let's go Carter, the text reads. It says, let's win Jefferson Parish. Go Spencer. 0-1 to Berg. The pitch is a strike called. Virginia, you can win this. We are with you, Josh Simon. Love Gigi, Mike, and Grandma. Berg is 1 for 2 with a fielder's choice. The pitch way upstairs. Now 1-2. And we're in the bottom of the 5th of this elimination game. Louisiana looking to bounce back. Trailing 7-5. It is a foul ball. And I mean, just missed by inches. Third base umpire was dancing and making the call as he danced to get out of the way of that one. That ball, that's the old worm burner right there. Got another foot and a half to the right. That's a double at least. Says, good luck, Colin Tusa. Love Granny and Pawpaw. Tucson, Team Louisiana. The 1-2 is up and over the head of the batter. It's now 2-2. Again, it'll be Tennessee and Georgia coming up next. It's a SEC East battle right there. The 2-2. Swung on, ripped foul again as the third base coach, I think that's manager Derek Galot, says, I like the contact, but try not to kill me. He danced out of the way of that one. Saying something along the lines of just meet the ball just a little sooner, just a hair sooner, as the third baseman is about a foot away from the bag now. The pitch, swung on, ripped, and the leaping grab by the shortstop. Nicely done there, Harold Landis. Showing some vert right there for out number 1. And bring Carter Girard to the plate. If he doesn't make that catch, that's probably a double. Girard 0 for 2. Fielder's choice and a run scored in the 4th. Grounded out to second in the 2nd, and he takes strike 1. And Team Louisiana with the 7-5 lead. Says, go Vikes. Good luck, Colin Tusa. Love Matthew, Luke, and Blaze. That swung on and hit to center field. It'll drop for a base hit. Ricardo Gerard on for the second time. His first hit is a single. Cole Heap to the plate. He's 2 for 2 with a run scored. It says, Spencer Miz, we are cheering for you and Team Louisiana from, it says UNC, UNC and Nanny. I've been saying UNC. I think that's short for UNC, JPRD. Jefferson Parish Rec Department, I'm guessing. Ball 1. We've called some JPRD softball, I believe, in years past. I believe one of those teams made it to Ponchatoula a couple years back when they hosted the World Series. Maybe Alexandria as well. The 1-0 is a strike call. We were hoping to be in Alexandria this season, just didn't pan out. The 1-1 to Heap as the sun starts popping out, which is good news for all of us. Just got to make sure to stay hydrated. The 1-2 from Bamer is, did it hit him? Yes, it did. Got a piece of him. So now we have 2 runners on. As Heap is now on for the third time, Gerard takes second. Here comes Tyler Ufnak.
Number 22, Tyler Ufnak.
And I think we may see a runner at second. We see Derek DeLotte gesturing out there, and he's going to gesture up there 27. He had to do some thinking there. He almost ran out of fingers. I think 27 looks like it's going to be Colin Tusa running. So Tusa will be running here in the 5th inning for Heap. Actually, I think he's running for Gerard at second. Ball 1 to Tyler Ufnak, who reached on a fielder's choice and then walked. He was forced out at second both times. Louisiana looking for a little bit of insurance here. The pitch from Bamer is inside for ball 2. More shout-outs to get to. Says, come on, Vikings, you got this, from Brent Rowell. The pitch. Blocked by the catcher, but it gets away from him, and the runners are going to advance a base. So it'll be Tusa to third and Heap to second. Let's go, Colin, the Snickers man, Tusa. Guess we know what his favorite candy bar is. Go Vikes, go for gold from Tess, Gerald, and Kevin. 3-1. Wind still whipping around the state flags to our right side. The pitch from Bamer is swung on, poked to the right side, but it's going to be foul. As you can see, the roof below us and then the overhangs to either side, shading the fans, it kind of blocks our view down both foul lines. Got to be watching the umpires for the calls when they land over there. The payoff pitch headed home is swung on, ground ball, the shortstop to his right. He has it long, throw across, got him. Good strong throw there by Harold Landis. It goes 6-3, but a run does score as Ufnak drives in Gerard. Scratch that Tusa who went in to run for Gerard. It's now 8-5. Spencer Mizuraka to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of fielder's choices. He has scored once. The pitch, he squares around a bunt, pulls back. It is inside for ball 1. The texts keep rolling in. Keep it up, Vikings. We're cheering you on from the Darters. The pitch, squares around a bunt, pulls back, and that is a strike. It says, keep it up, Vikings. We're cheering for you. Well, we got that one already. Let's go 16, the text reads. That's Mizuraka. The pitch. Low, blocked by the catcher, Ligon. And it'll be 2-1. Let's come on, number 16. Let's do this. That last name reminds me of Devin Mesoraco, the catcher for the Reds. The 2-1. Up and away. Got to see him a couple times. The Pensacola Blue Wahoos, my hometown. They're the AA affiliate of the Cincinnati Reds. Got to see Billy Hamilton back in 2012 break the single-season stolen base record. The 3-1 pitch is low for ball 4. The runner's now at the corners. Has Mizuraka on for the third time for Peyton Spadoni. Says, "Go Spencer, you can do it," the text reads. As time is called, and we're going to have conferences all over the place, is Jerry Morgan going out for Team Virginia and Derek DeLotte talking to all his batters. And I think the ball has been taken from Bamer. Yep. To 54 for Bamer. Looks like he's going to shortstop. Believe that means Landis will go to the mound.
Noah Beamer finished with 54 pitches.
So if it is Landis, he will be the 4th pitcher for Team Virginia here today. Today and in this game. Yep, number 1 is Harold Landis, now on the bump.
Now pitching for Virginia, number 1, Harold Landis.
After today's game is over, you can watch the action again and again on JockJive.com. You can go to the same spot you watch the live coverage and watch the archives. Or if you want a DVD of any game of the DYB AAA World Series, email info@jockjive.com. We will get the process started. And some shout-outs to get to. Way to go, Spencer, from Aunt Jen and Uncle Buck. I'm assuming that's not Jim Candy. John Candy. Number 1 is Peyton Spadoni. He has walked all 3 times today. In the first, the third, and the fourth. Those last 2 he came in to score. Says Jeffy go for the gold. Actually, let me pull it back up as I lost it. From Tesh. I'm assuming that's not John Tesh. He's busy on the radio. So again, it is 8-5 here with Louisiana and Virginia. And in the other elimination game, Texas leading Mississippi 5-4, so that one's coming down to the wire, as both of those teams are looking to stay alive. The pitch. Low and away. The runner looking back, and he's just going to take second on that fielder indifference. And that one will be a strike. 1-1. We're in the bottom of the 5th in this elimination game. Team Louisiana holding the 8-5 lead with 2 runners on. Pitch. Missing. 2-1. Text reads, "Come on, Carter, you can do this," from Dottie and Roxy. The 2-1. Low one in the dirt. Nice block by Ligon. It's now 3-1. And that is a brick backstop right behind home plate. So if you're a catcher, you can get a good bounce back to you. Or it could carry them away and allow the runners to advance. The 3-1 pitch is low, gets away from Ligon, and the runner thought about it, but he'll head back. So the base is now loaded for Team Louisiana.
Now batting number 2, Jake Morisi.
Peyton Spadoni has now walked 4 times in this game. If that's not a DYB record, it's got to be close. I can imagine it can't be no more than 5 in a game. But Spadoni has walked in the 1st, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th, as Jake Morisi has been on 3 times, including 2 walks. The pitch to him is off the plate. It sounds like the game to our right has been tied up. Texas and Mississippi. As I hear my good buddy Mike Rideout calling that one over there. That's Virginia strong. You can pull this out from Mike, Grandma, and Gigi. Let's go Brant, and the Vikings love Riri and Pawpaw. Count is now 2-0. There's nowhere to put them. Landis, the fourth pitcher for Virginia, and he throws a strike. It is 2-1. Says Jack Jones, hang in there and be ready. Be tough, Virginia. Again, it's Spadoni at first. Mizuraka at second. Heap at third. The pitch is low. It gets away from the catcher, and the runner's going to score. I think it hit Ligon right in the shin pad, and it went careening to the right. So the wild pitch scores Heap. And a big insurance run there. It's now 9-5, as also the force has been taken out of play, as the runners will advance a base. Spadoni now at second, and Mizuraka at third. The 3-1, taking all the way. It is a strike, and now the count is full at 3-2. And coming up next, it will be Georgia and Tennessee. Jerry Holmes will be watching that one as the man to my left, Alan Reed, the state director of Tennessee, as that's going to be ball 4. We're loaded again. I was asking some of these state and national directors up here if there was ever any like gentleman bets if their states are playing each other. We couldn't get any information out of anybody. It's probably just like a beer or something, or buy them dinner, that sort of thing. As we now have them loaded for Derek DeLotte, who's been on base twice, including a walk in the third and a single in the fourth. The pitch is a strike called. It is 0-1. Again, it is Jake Marisi at first, Peyton Spadoni at second, Spencer Mizuraka at third. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner. It's now 0-2. Landis needs a strikeout in the worst way here, as Louisiana's starting to pull away a little bit. They've plated all 9 of their runs in the last 3 innings. They lead 9-5. The 0-2 pitch headed home is swung on, ground ball. Backhanded by the second baseman. He'll just take it himself. He thought about flipping to short. Nice glove work there, M.J. Holman. For about a second, he thought about flipping it, but wisely took it himself. So extra innings to our right. Free baseball. That is Texas and Mississippi going extras. I think that's our first one of the tournament. Here we go to the top of the 6th. Virginia needs 4. As we go to the top of the 6th, we'll have it for you when we get back here on JockJive.com.
Just about all Wayne Jones County. Gross. Diving catch in center field by Ben Atlinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Perhaps got it long. Throw over and he got it.
Back here in Oxford, where Jake Marisi's looking to close the door. I believe he's in his 4th inning of work in relief of Carter Giroir. As it'll be Simon, Holman, and Morgan batters 6, 7, and 8 for Team Virginia. They need 4. They have not scored since the 2nd inning. They led 5-0 early in this game. It's been all Louisiana from there. They've scored 9 runs in the last 3 innings. Again, Tennessee and Georgia to follow. Followed by North Carolina and Florida. Those last 2 will be winners bracket games. The only elimination game here on Field 2 today is Mike Raddat over on Field 1, who's in the 7th of his game with Texas and Mississippi. That's the first of 2. M.J. Holman to the plate. He's 1 for 2. The pitch. Big swing and a miss. Josh Simon has a single and a run scored in the second and then struck out in the fourth, and he foul tips that one to the left. It's now 0-2. Again, the winners of these two games will play each other tomorrow. Time to be determined. Again, we invite you again to like us on Facebook. We will give you all the lowdown there sometime today. The pitch is low. I believe the plan is to have a doubleheader on Wednesday, but again, that's all fluid from here on out. That is swung on, missed, held on to for the strikeout. So Marisi gets a strikeout. That is the 9th strikeout by Louisiana pitching in this game, as they're 2 outs away from advancing. Going to be Swainsboro, Georgia, Loretto, Tennessee. Your state champions from those two states. They'll be coming up next. I'd say somewhere 20, 30 minutes after this one's over. The 1-0 is up and away for ball 2. Wind really picking up, starting to blow more out, it looks like, as Derek DeLotte goes running out there to talk to Marisi. Not sure what it was about, but it broke up quickly.
Talk to this Joe. Are y'all going to be here for the next game? Yes. Yeah, okay. He's got his line up for Swainsboro for the Georgia team. And here's all the copies. I got 4 copies for everybody. Do you need to go over the names again? Oh, I didn't see you back.
The 2-0 pitch headed home. It's low and away for ball 3. Georgia's got the coolest sounding name in this tournament, Tough Boterford. The 3-0. Up and away, and it's a 4-pitch walk. So the 1-out walk for Holman. That's his second free pass of the day. That'll bring up Austin Morgan, who's been hit by a pitch and has struck out. Double play ball could end it. Says go, Austin. Says 3 more outs. Let's go Vikes from, I guess it's UNC in capital letters, so I don't think that's UNC. I think that's University of North Carolina, I guess. Looking good, Team Louisiana and Spencer Miz. Keep it up, Louisiana, from Pops and Yaya. The pitch is swung on, hit to the right side, but that'll be foul. It's now 0-2. Again, Texas and Mississippi going extras over to our right with Mike Rideout. That's our first extra inning game of this age group anyway. Wow, the wind really picking up on those flags out there. The 0-2, missing the outside corner. As we're looking to beat Mother Nature across the finish line today. The 1-2, swung on and fouled out of play to the right. Again, we started with 12. We'll be down to 9 at the end of today and down to 6 after tomorrow. The pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. As Marisi closing in on the 65 pitch mark, which means he won't be able to pitch for 48 hours. As Jack Jones of the plate reached on a catcher interference and a bunt single. So 1 for 2 with a run score. The ball low and away for ball 1. As Team Louisiana is 1 out away from staying another day here in Oxford. The 0-1. Swung on, ground ball. First baseman has it. He's going to win the race to the bag, and that's going to do it. A hard hit ball right on the screws, but good job, Tyler Ufnock, staying low on the ball. 3 unassisted for the final out of the game. So the boys from Metairie Girard will stay an extra day. Your final score here in the elimination bracket is 9-5. We will recap who did what in the ball game, starting with Prince Edward Farmville, Virginia. Sawyer Furlong goes 0 for 3. Noah Bamer goes 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Harold Landis 1 for 1 with a triple, 2 walks and a run scored. Clemente Watkins goes 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. Cam Ligon 1 for 2 with a walk. Josh Simon 1 for 3 with a run scored. MJ Holman goes 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Austin Morgan goes 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch and scored 1 time. Jack Jones goes 1 for 2, reached on a catcher interference and scored once. Tay Booker, no official AB. He had a walk. And Johnny Lund goes 0 for 1. For Metairie Girard, Louisiana, it is Peyton Spadoni. No official at bat. He walked 4 times and scored twice. Jake Marisi goes 1 for 1 with 3 walks and a run scored. Derek DeLotte goes 1 for 2 with a walk. Brent Moriana, 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI. Evan Berg goes 1 for 3. Carter Gerard goes 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Cole Heap goes 2 for 2 with a run scored. Actually make it 2 runs scored. He was also hit by a pitch. Tyler Ufnock goes 0 for 2 with a walk and an RBI. Spencer Mizoraka goes 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Actually, that run scored went to Cole Maroney, who went 0 for 1. Colin Tusa, no official at bat, a walk and a run scored. And Brant Fry, 0 for 1. So our first game in the books here on day 2, well, technically day 3 of the AAA World Series. Louisiana lives to fight another day. They advance in the losers bracket. The final score, Louisiana 9, Virginia 5. We should be back here, I'd say, in approximately 30 minutes for our next one between Tennessee and Georgia. That will be a winner's bracket game. But for now, we will sign off. Jason Thompson wishing you, wherever you tune in today, a pleasant afternoon.